In his budget, the governor is also focusing on the successes of the past year and where he believes Pennsylvania can still push forward.
Newswatch 16's Melissa Steiniger joins us now to break down the rest of his proposal. Melissa.
Yes, Stacey, Lisa. Today, Governor Josh Shapiro focusing on a unique challenge that faces Pennsylvania, a split state Congress. His goal, capitalizing on the bipartisan momentum from last year and embracing a notion that Pennsylvania is on the rise.
Right now in Northeast Philly, people are walking around in their Eagles green, excited about the Super Bowl, while at the same time trying to process the horror of what happened on Cottman Ave on Friday night.
The triumphs and tragedies of the Commonwealth front and center at the state capitol in Harrisburg, as Governor Josh Shapiro put a focus on pushing Pennsylvania forward.
Both Democrats and Republicans have voted for common sense budgets that solve real problems. We move the ball down the field, and we put points on the board, and we should celebrate that. But we should be hungry for more.
Shapiro focusing on the accomplishments of his administration and the bipartisan efforts of the state Congress, lowering violent crime, bridge repairs, and passing fair funding for schools.
We invested $11 billion in public education for the first time ever and targeted those dollars to the schools that need it most.
However, he says that work is not yet done, saying the split in party lines could be holding the Commonwealth back when it comes to hot-button issues, including the minimum wage, where Pennsylvania is trailing behind its neighbors.
In the last session, the House of Representatives passed legislation to increase our minimum wage to $15 an hour, and the Senate sat on their hands.
That also goes for the legalization of marijuana, where 5 of the Commonwealth's 6 neighboring states have already given the green light to greenery.
We're losing out on an industry that over the first 5 years will bring in $1.3 billion in revenue to our Commonwealth.
And fueling the workforce here in Pennsylvania. Shapiro says state unemployment is at near record lows, but a critical worker shortage is hitting Pennsylvania hard. A possible fix, tax cuts.
It will encourage more companies to move here and expand here. It will allow them to reinvest in our workers and expand their operations.
But he says none of it will be possible if our officials aren't willing to work together.
And so I ask you to resist the temptation to put politics above people, and instead, let's continue to work together to solve problems in Pennsylvania.
Some local faces from across northeastern and central Pennsylvania were there as the governor laid out his budget. We'll have more of those hard-hitting issues impacting our people right here at home coming up on Newswatch 16 at 6. Stacey, Lisa.